Well, hello there, YouTube. Welcome to the 18th, I think it is. 18th of December. There's no more escaping the rain. It is a dumping out here. I gotta close my camera before it gets wet. Mama?
Yes.
The rain has returned officially.
Yucky.
It's nasty out here. Whoop. We found ourselves at the post office. We gotta send stuff where we had to prickle our fingers for a blood test, and there's stuff here, stuff we gotta mail. We got a big post office today. We gotta go.
Gotta go.
Canadian geese. Look at that, big boxes. You guys going crazy on us. It's gonna be a two-part mail vlog. Well, little woman?
Yes, what?
The start of a new week.
All right.
And then after the, hey, check this out. After 15 years, I finally updated my lunchbox.
Very good. I'm proud of you there, Hug.
That poor old Earnhardt thing.
Yeah.
We bought that thing within days after he was killed in February of 01.
Remember?
Yeah. Yep, that's right.
Yeah.
That was the last one, and it didn't have the little bucket in it.
I know it.
And I've been,
ever since.
yeah, crazy. 15 years ago. Well, just shy of it.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm gonna run on down there, Mama.
All right.
Love to see you by. Hopefully I'll catch you at the watering hole.
All right. After you.
All right, coming to get me. Love you, see you, bye. Oh, that is the police too. Hey, you guys know what a train fanatic I am. And I love those Amtrak Cascades. They got that cool color scheme on them and they fly through there. Well, I can't tell you what happened because my video will get demonetized for talking about that kind of a thing. But do a search for Pierce County News. It's a bridge that right before you get to Northwest Harley-Davidson, I'll just let you search the news. Pierce County, Washington, Amtrak. Do a search under that. On what was that, Thursday or Friday's vlog, I called this a 09 R1200 RT. It's actually a 2010. I knew that, but the one I was working on previous, it same color and everything you guys seen here, was an 09. It was just in my head because kind of the same thing. I had to, she's been dipped over a time or two. That just means the guy's been out there riding. But as you see, it doesn't hurt anything to drop these. They just land on these heads are crazy strong. And the guy put the guards on there to keep from showing the scratches. But it's just plastic. It doesn't add any strength to it. Doesn't need any strength. Them things are crazy tough. But my kid must have went on a Kawasaki building spree on Saturday. These KLX 140s are way cool. I'd love to have one of these as a trail bike. Disc, front and rear on them. Little tried and true bulletproof little motor they have in them. But I really like these. They're referring to it as a camo version, but I like how the frame and everything's all blacked out on it. These the new fuel injected KLX 250s. The old tried and true KLX or KLR 650s. That thing looks like it should be like a workhorse for a road crew or something, doesn't it? It's a unique color. But here's the KLX 250 that's not blacked out. You can see how the frame's gray and the engine, swing arm, everything's all grayed out on this one. But what a fun bike to ride. Man, I'm telling you, he went Kawasaki building crazy down here. Looks like they're all waiting for the batteries to get done. Anyway, got a big service on this. This will probably keep me busy for at least a couple days. She's a big one. Alrighty. So what I was telling you guys about earlier, I know the screen, there's a huge discrepancy between the frequency of the screen and 60 frames per second, but there's Northwest Harley-Davidson. This is Olympia over here, and this is where it happened, right in there. Sad. For a day with such a high percentage chance of rain, you can see it's still dry out here. And I'm just wearing a t-shirt, no coat, no nothing. Well, we sure get a lot of bikes this time of year. All the new models coming out. they just come pouring in. And as you can see, they build them about as fast as they come in. So I don't know if I had a chance to show you guys. There might be better lighting over here, or is that better? I don't know. That one's probably better. But these are the heads off of an HP4 or HP2 boxer that BMW used to make. And what's really unique about them is their radial valves. Remember Honda used to do that, the RFVC, radial 4-valve combustion? Well, how BMW does it is in a very unique way. I want you to pay attention to the grind of that cam. It's ground at an angle. I get that thing to focus right. See how it's pitched at an angle? See the top of the lobe, how it's at an angle? And then these rocker arms or sub rockers are offset themselves, and it pushes these valves. These valves are actually radial. Normally, this is exhaust coming out the front. The new motors, it goes intake, exhaust. The old motors are intake, exhaust. So you can see your intake track coming in. So these two are intakes, these two are exhaust. But normally these valves would be sitting side by side, perfectly side by side. So you can see they're offset that way, or they're actually slightly offset. They, would be straight, or both of them going on at a straight angle, but they're not. They're radial. In other words, they're going in a radial fashion. And you have the heads off one of these things. It looks like you're looking the inside of a Japanese bike. Just this perfect domed combustion chamber, just perfectly smooth. That's pretty unique, though, isn't it? Maybe you can see a little better shot of the sub rockers. And how you adjust it is there's shims, or what BMW refers to as oil sinks, that are sitting in these inside the rocker arms, or the sub rockers as they are. Look at that, how that cam is ground. What technology did it take to grind those cams at an angle like that? Here's your cam sensor. There's your trigger for the cam sensor. This is the cam chain tensioner pushing up, cam chain guide, and then the chain is being ran off the end of the, I think they're running off the end of the crank on this, or off the crank. There could be a jack shaft in these. I don't recall on these motors. So that's pretty cool though. And this is the same setup that all the R9Ts have. So the last versions of the K2X motor are basically, the top ends are off of the HP2s. Look up an HP2. That's a really cool motorcycle. They're serious about road racing these things. I guess one of them did really well at Daytona one year. This going back a bit though. Cool, huh? So one last thing. Here's what those oil sinks look like. See how one side of the shim is domed? Isn't that cool? And there's your shim sizing number, the little X's there. I haven't checked any of the clearances here, so I don't know if I have to adjust anything. I can't really, I'm not allowed to show you that kind of stuff anyway. I can talk about it, but I can't show you doing it. But you have to be very careful when you lift these things. They're obviously going to be kind of sucked in. They're going to have oil behind them, so they'll be held. But you do need to be careful when you're replacing them, putting new ones on. Just use some like that Torco assembly lube, that red assembly lube, something sticky. Stick it in. You simply pull the clips out and you slide the rocker arm off and replace the heat sink. You get exact metric readings, and you have a chart. This one will show me a chart here. I'll show you a little picture of what they look like. But you have this chart, and you keep track of what's what. And you specified what you measured, and then based on whatever shim you pull out of it, whether it needs to go tighter or looser, you just use simple math to calculate what shim will gain or decrease the clearance to get it within specs. Pretty cool stuff. Really neat setup on these things. Look at this. It is 2:43 in the afternoon. Look how dark it is. I mean, these lights will probably come on here pretty soon. Amazing the difference in the amount of light you have in a day this time of year, especially when it's cloudy and rainy, and it's just this weird misty. I'm under the overhang, so I'm not getting my camera wet. Kind of drizzery, I call it. It's just wet misery. Alright, I gotta go print off one of those sheets so I can keep track of my valve clearance. I'll be right back. Well, busted out another day's work. It's pouring down rain outside. I shouldn't have went out there earlier today and talking about not wearing a coat and being nice and warm, and bam, here comes the rain. Should be a fun ride home. Yeah, buddy. Look at this hot mess. I know the camera makes it look better than what it is, but it's kind of foggy out there a little bit. She ain't pretty. Alright, heading up top. Kelly goes, it's wet out. I'm here to tell you, Mama.
Soaker hose right
She is a soaker out there. Man. You ready to battle this drive?
Yeah.
Yep, more stuff.
More stuff. It just keeps coming.
Them credit card bills are gonna hurt. No, we pretty much not used the credit. We've been pretty good.
Yeah.
There's a couple of things I put on the credit cards, but mostly not. We've been really good this year. Probably ain't no money left in the bank, but we've been really good.
I know it isn't going to come back to bite us at least.
Yeah. All right, let's tackle this thing.
Oh.
Well, it was a nasty as holy heck ride, but we pretty much stayed in speed limit the whole time. It wasn't too bad. Boy, was it wet. Crazy wet. What's weird with I-5 southbound being closed, there was an amazing amount of traffic coming down it. It must be getting around somehow. But, yep, I'm here at the gas station at GC's. The old truck stop in the rain. Nice thing is it's 45 degrees, which feels like summertime almost. Alright, going up the hill, and Jesus, that truck racing me out the same hole here. I've never seen a truck come out that way. He says I am. Anyway, towards the house we go. You guys know we had our own road. Just a little road out here in the boonies. Well, hello there, YouTube. Made it home in this crazy rain. Man, oh man. What
Lucky out.
Man, I walked out there, I had my iPhone, I was talking about how nice it was out there, and I'm just wearing my shop shirt, and feels so good out here, everything's dry, and man, I turned around, like, bam!
Should never
Mother
ever
Nature
say
goes,
it's good.
Not so quick. But, just a drastic change in the weather here Wednesday, I think starting Wednesday, for the foreseeable future, it's going back to clear and freezing cold.
Yeah?
Yeah. I'd rather have the cold and be
Dry,
yeah. Just, especially when you're going back and forth to work, The weekends, I don't care. Well, I like it to be dry, but it's so cold I can't ride anyway without the risk of slipping in ice.
Yeah.
But, as you see, I get desperate enough, I go out anyway. Just risk it. But, anyway, it's a good day. Productive day. Got a lot done on that BMW. I showed you guys what those HP2 heads look like, which is what they use now. I didn't realize they were using it 2010 in the RT. I was shocked when I pulled that valve cover. I should have known because it has the right shape. It's a 2-bolt valve cover instead of a 3-bolt. And since I pulled that thing off, I went, oh, wow.
I know this.
Yeah. But that's what the R9Ts. R9Ts have them really cool heads in there too. So that's cool stuff. Man, oh man, you guys are bombarding us with mail call stuff here.
I know, that's way cool.
I was joking at some point, I think today, probably gonna be a 2-part mail call.
Yeah.
We'll have to do that on a rainy day.
Yeah.
Which is kind of what I wanted to do yesterday, but it just didn't work out. But anyway. So, Mom?
Yes, Hubba.
You ready to roll? I think
Ready to roll. I think
Leo's
Leo's
stuck or something because he's out there screaming.
And I don't see him.
Yeah, he's
so.
making a weird sound, so that means he got
Probably
himself.
went around that one darn bush.
Yeah.
He's obsessed with that one bush.
Yeah. And then I don't.
And there's nothing behind it.
I don't know why he does that, but anyway. So is that it?
That's it, folks.
And thanks for all the little messages and everything you guys sent about the train up north.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I wish I could talk more about it, but if you read YouTube's policies, if I talk about anything like that, they ban my video.
Yeah, so just thank you.
Yeah, so you guys all know what's going on. A bunch of you have already commented and checked on us and stuff. That was north of us. We weren't affected by it, and as far as we know, no one that we know was affected by it, and hopefully not. So
Yeah.
anyway, we're gonna roll.
All right. You guys take care. Thank you very, very, very much for watching. We really do appreciate it. We will talk to you tomorrow. Same smoke time, same smoke channel. Don't forget to give her a thumbs up and have an amazing Tuesday or Wednesday.
Heck yeah. Looking forward to this Friday coming.
I know it. Is it Friday yet?
Yeah. 10 days of bliss.
I know it. That'd
Heck
be
yeah.
nice.
All right. So, till tomorrow.
All right.
Talk to you then.
Bye.
Bye-bye now.